Okay, hello everybody and welcome to tutorial number 5 for rhinoceros. In this tutorial we are going to learn a couple of things. One is to bring out this z-axis. Sometimes it's very important to bring out the z-axis in your models. Another thing is that we're going to learn how to offset curves. Sometimes we have a curve and we just want to offset inside or internal or external. And we are going to learn how to cut different curves in different segments, okay? Sometimes you need a straight line and you need that line divided into 4 or 5 equal segments, which is very handy. At the end, we are also going to learn how to fillet edges of our solids. That way they can have a smoother presentation and they can be printed a lot better, and it's going to look a lot more organic. Okay, so we're going to start with pulling out this z-axis. So we go to Tools, and we go to Options, and in Options, we can go to the wireframe. Okay, and here are some options in display mode. Here are some options that we can have in order to show different types of applications. Okay, if we go to grid, okay, then on grid we are going to activate check the show z-axis in order to start working. Okay, so I have the z-axis and it's going to allow me to see how things are located on my 3D plane. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to develop this model. This is called a coupling. It's very, very important for connecting different axles to different objects, like a motor, or connecting like a motor with a rod, or connecting a motor to a gear, etc. So this is a coupling, and couplings have a couple of things that are very important, and it's the inner circle and the outer circle. And this inner circle has to be the size of the rod or the axle that we want to couple. Okay, so we're going to start with, we need an inner circle that is 8 millimeter diameter and an outer circle that is 12 millimeter diameter, and we need to extrude those two about okay, I don't have it here, but it's 3 it's 27 millimeters. Okay, so we're going to extrude this coupling 27 millimeters. So let's remember 8 and 12. We're going to start making our circle like we do. Remember that this is going to be large objects, millimeters. Okay, so just so you know. I'm going to start on my top view, and I'm going to make my first one, which is a radius of 8, a diameter of 8, and then a second one. Remember that if I want to use the option that was just before, I can just click on enter and I will have the option again. So then the other one is 12. So here I have my inner and my outer two. Okay, and I'm going to extrude those two 27 millimeters. I'm going to go to solid, extrude kind of curve straight, type in 27, and that is things that we've done before that are old enough. Okay? Now, I need to build 2 circles, which are going to be where I put my screws in order to attach the rod or to attach the axle. Okay? Those screws, as you can see, they have a diameter of 3 millimeters each. Okay, so one of them is going to be drawn on the front view, and the other ones are going to be drawn on the right view. Okay, and they are separated 4.60 millimeters from the top. What I'm saying is that in order to do this, I created a line segment, and that line segment I divided into 5 equal parts. Okay? That way I can have the same distance from here to here and from top to the other hole. Okay, so I just created a line segment, divided it into 5, and created my circles there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to create a line segment. This line segment can start on the front view and go all the way down. Press enter, and this line segment, I am going to select it. Go to curve on the top toolbox or tool panel, and go to point object. And then in point object, it says divide curve by number of segments. Okay, I can divide it by a number of segments. So it says number of segments. I want it to be 5. It can be any amount of segments that you like, and you'll get equal segments. Okay. There are also other options. You can split each into different segments, or just show the points. In my case, I just need the points to be shown. As you can see, on the front view and on the right view, I have my point segments. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to OSNAP, activate my OSNAP or snapping options for snapping, and select point. Now I'm going to build my circles that are going to be attached to the points, which are, you can see here, they are 3 millimeter diameter. So 3, there goes 1. Then I'm going to make another one, 3. And then on the right view, I'm also going to build my circles, 3 and 3. So I have, as you can see, I have circles on the front view and circles on the right view. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to extrude those lines. Extrude first the front view. Okay? And I'm going to make it bigger than and so it goes out of the tube that I made. Okay? I'm going to do it again, but with the right view. So I'm going to select the 2 circles on the right view. I'm going to extrude them out. Okay? There we go. Now, in order to make the holes, I just need to do a Boolean difference. Let me make this ghosted. And now I'm going to do Boolean difference. The tube minus all these cylinders that I created. Okay? There we go. So I have my coupling. Very simple, and it's completely scaled to the original one, to something that it actually exists. Okay? Now, the only thing we're missing is to fillet the edges of this coupling. So I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to go to solid, fillet edge, and here's a couple of options. So first of all, we can set the radius. First, set the radius of my fillet. If you have a big radius, then what's going to happen is it's going to fillet so much that there's not going to be any thickness in our objects. Okay? So we need to understand how big we want to do them. Okay? So in this case, 1 millimeter, since this is 2 millimeters, if I fillet 1 millimeter, it's going to take half of it away. So let's say I want to fillet half a millimeter. Okay, so I'm going to put 0.5, and then I'm going to select the edges that I want to fillet. In my case, I want to select that edge, and I want to select this edge, like the bottom part and the top part. Press enter twice, and I have my edges fillet. Now I have a coupling that is a little bit smoother, so it doesn't cut if it's made on metal or if it's made on plastic. You don't want those sharp edges. Okay? So it's a lot better. So this is how you make a coupling, and those are the 3 options that I wanted to share with you. Okay? So you can have a curve and split it and kind of like change all the dimensions. Okay? Okay, now what you're going to do to hand in is you're going to do this other type of coupling. If you can see this coupling, it's not complete, and the way that you attach the screws is on the side, so that way with the screws you can actually tighten this up. You can tighten up the rod or the axle that you want to couple. Okay, this is another type of coupling, and this is the one that you're going to do here. The dimensions, this is the one that you need to hand in with the practice one. Okay, so make sure that you have all the measurements and do it in large objects millimeters. Okay, large objects millimeters. Okay, good luck.